Hey guys. Okay, I'm back. So what I tried to do is I tried to go into a room and so I could actually talk to you guys. One second. So I could actually talk to you guys in person because to me that is so much more fun if I could talk to you in person than um, doing these videos where I don't get to actually talk to you. So I really, really, really have to figure out how to be able to do that where I can actually talk to you guys in person. And the way that I have to do that is there's one of two ways I can do that. Okay. So I can stream it through StreamYard, which allows me to stream from Facebook. Uh, it also, I believe, does YouTube. I think it does LinkedIn, does all these other platforms, or I can stream it through Zoom. So uh, I really, really need to figure that out. That needs to be my number one homework this week is figuring that out, how to do this through those, either one of those, so that you guys can just click on the link. I believe for StreamYard, you just have to give it permission. It doesn't mean that it's tracking anything of yours or taking anything of yours. It's just giving you permission. You just give it permission to be able to watch it through StreamYard. So I really want to do these to where I can actually talk to you guys, or you can open the video and or open your mic and you can ask me a question. I really want to do them that way instead of just doing these Facebook's lives. It's just me talking to the air. You guys can put questions in there, comments. I do have the Archangel cards tonight. I got these from my daughter and my husband for Christmas. They went to the store, and one of my daughters reads books avidly, and so her dad took her to the bookstore for Christmas, and he bought this deck of cards as something for me. Our, these are Archangel Michael cards. And these are Doreen Virtue's cards. Now, Doreen Virtue is a super, super famous angel reader who actually, she had some sort of experience. I'm not sure what really happened with her, but she had some sort of experience where um, apparently she talked to Jesus and Jesus told her not to do this anymore. So while she's not doing the cards anymore, the cards still work. So if you are here, you're watching, and you have a question, I'm agreeing to do a 3-card pull on your question. You would need to type it in so that I could see it in the comments. Otherwise, I won't be able to see it. Okay? So if you want to ask me a question and you want to get an answer, um, that's what I will need you to do. Um, okay, so uh, one of the things that we've been talking about, so I want to let me close this out so this doesn't ring, is talk about your chakras and your energy system. So everything in this planet, universe, galaxy, world, existence is energy. Everything is energy. There is nothing that's not energy. And your body is energy. Your body is made up of atoms and protons and neutrons and electrons. And the periodic table that we learned back in 7th grade, I think maybe they're teaching that now in 6th grade, and soon they'll be teaching it in 2nd grade, right? Uh, that is all of our elements, which is it is chemicals. It is, you have H2O and, how many positives went with a negative to make your periodic table. Everything in this planet is made up of something. I mean, even you think of, remember that periodic table had aluminum on it, and it had sulfate on it, and oxygen and nitrogen. These are all of your elements, which is what everything in the world is made up of, and that includes your body. Your body is actually energy. And we kind of know this, but I don't think we pay attention to it. Um, it's, people will say, I'm just kind of tired today. I have low energy, right? But we never put the two and two together, that I have low energy and my body's made of energy and I need more energy. That's why I drink coffee. I need some energy because I need to keep going. I actually don't drink coffee, but that's why people drink coffee, right? Because they want to keep going. They need more energy. So when we're looking at the chakra system, that's what we're talking about, is our energy centers. Now, a lot of people, there's some differences as to how many chakras we have, and which ones are more important than others. But basically, um, we have 7 main ones. And there's actually, like I said, when I came on the other day, sorry guys, there's really 114. Now I have heard, the most I've ever heard is 128, but 114. And but we only really know of the main 7, and then there is actually, it varies so much. It depends on who you listen to. Hey, one second. I have somebody, because I started a room because it was so much more fun to start a room. Um, so anyways, I wanted to start the room because I felt like that was so much more fun. Um, so I did the room for a minute with Candace, and it was super fun because it's live, and I just love talking to people live. So, like I said, I want to figure out how to do that. The thing with doing the rooms is I can't really record. It didn't show me a way to record it. I don't know if they're recorded or not. But anyways, so uh, I'm going to figure that out. I have got to figure that out this week. So if you guys have like an email, um, I can create an event in Zoom. Hey, Darcy. And I can email you the link before the meeting, or I believe I can just put it in Facebook too, where you can just click on the link and it'll let you in the room. So what we're talking about today is that everything is energy, that we don't even realize how much our body is energy. So when you say, oh, I'm tired, I have low energy, but we don't put the two and two together and realize that we just said we're low energy. And that's what the body actually is. The body is actually energy. And when we're dealing with the chakra system, we have the 7 main chakras. Then there's 12 chakras because there's some above your head. Now, I've seen it to where some people say we only have a 10 chakra system. Some say we have a 12 chakra system. If you listen to Sadhguru, who is one of the bigger spiritual teachers, he'll tell you there's 114 chakras, but we only focus on the 7, right? So your base chakra is your root chakra, which is down in your base of your spine. That is a security chakra that starts to develop actually in the womb before you even are born, and it stays in that your life as a baby up till about, it actually goes beyond 2 years old, but it's up to like 2 years old, is the root chakra area, because this is your home. This is your stability. How is your home life when you're little? Is it a secure place to live? Is it not a secure place to live? And that will indicate whether you'll have some root chakra issues. Was it nurturing? Was it kind? Okay. The sacral chakra, which is the next one, which is between the base of your spine and your belly button, that is also deals with security, but it also deals with creativity. Okay. Um, I'm going to get back to the angel cards, Can. So Darcy, if you want to think of a question, what I'm going to do is a 3-card pull. So anybody else that's on here, if you have a question, put it in the chat, and I will do a 3-card pull on your question tonight, which is I'm using these angel cards. These are Archangel cards. They're Doreen Virtues cards. And I have not studied these cards. But once you learn how to open that third eye, which is what I was talking to you guys about the other day, um, you can learn to just turn it on. You can just say, hey, I need some information. And that line, that flow is just open. It's just there. You can just turn it on like that. And you can turn it off like that. It does take practice to do that. You need to get to learn to hear what you're listening to, um, and decipher what you're listening to. And but it is an ability you can just turn on. You can just do that. Okay. So the next chakra up, so you have your root chakra, which is normally red. You have your sacral chakra, which normally comes across or is told that it is orange. And then I've also listened to people who give different colors. So, but for the most people, these colors are the way it goes. It's red, then it's orange, and then it goes up to yellow. And yellow is your solar plexus. Now, some people have kind of argued about where the solar plexus is, but it is basically between your belly button and your heart. It's between those two areas. It's above the belly button, but before the heart. And the solar plexus chakra is your willpower chakra. Now, these chakras go like way into detail. There's way more information that I could give you about them. And there are specific things that if somebody's having issues, each chakra will show up. So the sacral or the solar plexus chakra could give stomach issues. We could also have back issues, maybe kidney issues. Um, and then you have the heart chakra, which is the next one, which is usually people would think that one's red, but it's green because green is actually the color of healing. That's the color that you want for healing. So I would say, Darcy, any kind of basic question that you have, like Candace asked earlier when we were on um, about a new job, whether it was a good new job. So it can be any kind of basic type of question I can answer. So the heart chakra, you also want to add in. I don't know if I can do a yes or no, Can, with these. I can try to see, but these aren't set up for a yes or no, like my tarot cards. When I teach you guys that, I teach you how to do yes or no's with my tarot cards. So the heart chakra, while it is green, you actually want to add some pink into that chakra, which is the color of love. Um, it's a color of, just love, passion, sensitivity. You want to add some pink into that heart chakra. And I've also heard that that heart chakra, and I haven't studied it, but in my own personal meditation, I have felt it. There's actually some like mini chakras behind the heart chakra. Okay. So the next one going up from there is your throat chakra, and that one is blue. And you can have all kinds of throat issues with that. In the heart, the throat chakra is actually a creative chakra as well, not just the sacral one. And it's about speaking up, speaking your truth. So if you were in a home where you weren't allowed to do that, you would have throat issues, throat chakra issues. Okay. Your third eye chakra, if you find your brow just here and you kind of go up just a little bit, there usually is a little indent in there, and that is your third eye. That is your third eye chakra, and that is normally, now I just heard somebody say it was different, but it's purple. Violet, deep purple, eggplant purple. It's normally a purple color. That third chakra, third eye chakra. Okay. When it's in balance, it can come up as headaches, sinus issues, things like that. And like I said, these go. It's so much more in depth as how far these could go. That's one thing I haven't actually developed a course on that yet, but in my 3-month program that I have where I teach you the permanent self-esteem, I've integrated some chakra work and energy work into that program on purpose because there are specific issues for each chakra um, that I want to heal and that I want to clear. And ultimately, because everything's energy, to me, I don't think that we can treat the whole person if we don't, one, treat the mind, treat the emotions, but also treat the energy system. We got to do it all together. It's a whole thing. It's one whole thing, right? We are whole, one whole thing. So in the last chakra, actually, there's people that say, well, some say that the sixth one isn't either, but the seventh chakra is not actually in the body. It's here, it's on the head, and it's the crown chakra. And for that one, you want to literally imagine it like a crown. Okay? Now, chakra means wheel, but it means spinning wheel. So it's spinning, it's like a wheel. And so you can imagine this chakra and this third eye just kind of spinning, and it spins out. But your chakras are in the back and in the front, right? So the crown chakra, though, you want to imagine it like a crown that opens up. And it's actually 1,000 petal. Thousand. Can you imagine 1,000 petals? 1,000 petal lotus on the top of your head, opening up when you open that chakra. And the color for that one is white. Okay. So going through and opening these chakras and balancing them out, making sure that I've seen with people when I've worked with them on energy work where a chakra is too deep. It's like way too deep. Like it shouldn't be like that deep. And normally it's because there's some sort of trauma locked in there. We also have some that are, if they're too shallow, they're not open enough. We have some where people have kind of put defense mechanisms up there because they've been hurt. You can find all these things in these different chakra systems. Actually, there are some that believe that whatever it is that is wrong with you, it is in one of your chakras, and we can find it. And that's basically where I said that program that I developed. I've added that into each one of the sections that we work on. So we work on, like the first one is working on your soul and who you are. So we add in the root chakra. And then we start working on your thoughts, right? And your belief systems, which again is in your root chakra, but also in your sacral because so your bottom 3 chakras, right? That has to do with you being here in your life as a person. And then once you get to the heart chakra, that's like the bridge between the lower and the upper. So your upper 3 chakras are the more spiritual ones, but your heart's the bridge. It's what brings them together. What it links everything together, makes everything whole. Here's my infamous pink cup, Candace, right? I figured that if I ever got to do the speaking thing I want to do, I would have to take my pink cup with me. And I imagine, I hope I never lose it. What if I leave it in like Texas or Denver or something? They would have to mail it to me. That would be crazy. So, anyways, when you want to increase your psychic ability or just really your mental health, your overall health, chakra work is important. It's a thing. It is something that you should do. And how do you do it? Well, one of the ways to do it is to know the chakra system, is to know what's going on, to learn about those. You could have somebody like me help you do it. You could have somebody do energy work on you. But one of the key things that you want um, is you have to use your imagination, right? Einstein had a quote about that. The Dr. Seuss books had a quote about that. You want to use your imagination to visualize the healing that you need, the clearing out that you need, the bringing in the white light that you need. White light is always the white light of God. It's always the white light of healing. That is the purest healing, is the white light. Now there's some Christ light is actually kind of gold and sparkly. It almost looks like a sparkling waterfall. If you can imagine a waterfall with sparkles, or a waterfall with like fireflies just lighting up. When you get into like the Christ lights that I've seen, that's what those are. Okay. So when you're doing your chakra system, I do, and like the meditation that I was talking about, I do go through all of them. I start at the root and I go up all the way through. If I'm going to go do a reading, the meditation that I walks through each color, each chakra. It doesn't skip any, um, because we have that bridging again of the upper and the lower, right? We have that bridging that we want to do. We want to bring it all together into one so that we are in a line. When you are in a line, then you can get the messages from the other side. You can get the psychic ability that you need. That's what you need. So let's see. um, I don't know if this will do, um, whether you move or not. So whether I don't think they'll do yes or no. Who's the other person on here? Do you have a question? Do you want me to answer? So let's see for Candace, what's your path? We can see, like I said, I haven't really learned these cards yet, but I don't need to. I don't feel like I need to, because I feel like I can just tune into them, because I am able to just turn my psychic ability on now. For the most part, I can just turn it on. So I'm going to have to, so we're going to pull 3 cards, to see uh, what's your path. All right, so we'll do this one. That's kind of interesting since I know you. I'll show you in a second. No, you don't want that one? You want a different one? Okay. We'll go here. Okay. I don't think it's, let's see, talking about your past. So you got one, spending more time outdoors. So I don't think that this is your path, Candace, but also, hey, it might be because of the new job that you have. So this might be, it's linked to the outdoors. So this might be saying yes. It's kind of a synchronicity. There's no such thing as coincidences. It's synchronicities, meaning things happen on purpose or for a reason. But this one says spending more time outdoors, probably to clear your head and get space. Um, and then this one, the innocence one, what that card really means is learning to trust in the guidance from above. And the last one you got, Candace, is this one, which kind of makes sense for you. Romance angels are helping you. So they're going to help you in your relationship. And says, Dear guardian angels of my soulmate, thank you for preparing my soulmate for me, giving us motivation to make helpful life changes. Okay. So I don't think that these can do a yes or no, or that you know, are you necessarily like on your path? But let's see. Okay, so for Darcy, I would like to ask, how is this coming week going to go for me? Will there be any problems or a relaxing time? There's going to be problems. You know why? Because that's what life is. Life is usually one problem after another. So one of the bigger, you know, one of my favorite sayings is, the faster you move into acceptance, the faster you have peace. So it doesn't mean that you like what's going on. It means that you learn to accept what's going on. So if there is a problem per se, the thing to do is the quicker you can turn it into, well, it is what it is, the faster, one, the lesson is learned, two, the karma or the energy of it goes away, and three, you can have peace. The faster you can do that. Okay. All right. So Darcy, let's see what we get for you. We're going to do a 3-card pull. So I'm going to ask your energy right now to guide me in picking the 3 for you, and we'll see what it comes up with, and then you can let me know if it resonates with you. Okay. So we're going to pick 3 for you. All right. Here we go. Ready? Can't really see, can you? So it's like this is what it is. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick one for you. And then we're going to pick another one. We'll go here. And for Darcy, we're going to, we'll do this. Okay? So did you see that? Did you guys see I have my pajama pants on? Shh. Not supposed to tell anybody. Okay. All right. So let's see what you got, Darcy. What's your Deanne? Hi. Hi. Okay. So just, yeah, we can see what you get. So Darcy, you got this one. Just kind of your twins with Candace. This is let go of fear. Okay. Like letting go of fear means to stop worrying. So kind of like what you said, is, you know, is there going to be any problems? So you're already kind of anticipating that there's going to be problems. And it's not like there's some just like this magical thing where there's going to be no problems. But even just the thought of thinking, oh, what am I going to have to deal with this week, does set that intention. Intention, remember, is a choice. Intention is something you're choosing. I'm choosing. So it sets that precedent, that intention out there, because you're already saying, oh, there's going to be problems. Will I ever get to relax? Okay. So this is letting go of fear and going within and trying to listen to guidance, trying to get the direction that you need. And then this one, this is your next card. It says, God is in charge. So that is another card with having faith, and then not only having faith, but, and again, like, I have not researched these cards. I haven't studied these cards, but I don't really think I need to. We'll look at the definition after I give you my definition, okay? Because I haven't studied these cards. But I'm going to say that this is not only just letting go of fear, but it's also letting go of, one, needing to control a situation, needing to control an outcome, and two, being attached to an outcome. Meaning, we can't be attached to whether things are going to work out or not, whether people are going to appreciate things or not, whether you're going to be valued. We're not attached to the outcome. We're just doing things because we're just doing them because we want to do them, but we're not attached to how the outcome goes, okay? So the easiest, best example I can give you for this is that, like, in what I do in my job is I help people. That's what I do daily. I help people. but I can't be attached to whether they actually get better or not. I can only just give them uh, my help, my advice, and teach them coping skills, but I can't be attached to whether they actually do it or not. Because if I was attached to whether every single person actually got better fully and they didn't, I would be a complete mess, and I would think that I'm not any good at what I do, right? And then this one is honoring and trust your feelings, which to me means you need to believe in yourself. And not only do you need to believe in yourself, but you need to trust your intuition, trust your inner guidance, which we also know, Darcy, I'm going to say, before you answer, I'm going to say that this one is right on with you too. That you don't trust what you're getting. You don't trust your intuition. You don't listen to that. I'm going to say that that's right for you too. So let's see what the meanings are, because like I said, I haven't studied them. Letting go of fear is, it says, Archangel Michael, please help me feel safe and deserving of your guidance. Clear me of heavy, toxic, ego-based thoughts or feelings. So letting go of fear is where again, we're projecting that bad things are going to happen. That's those heavy, toxic thoughts, feelings. This one, that God's in charge, it says, please help me let go of this situation, giving it faith and trust in your divine wisdom, your infinite love in order to resolve everything, along with everyone involved, which is, yeah. So, which is basically what I was saying. And then honor and trust your feelings. This one says, thank you, Archangel Michael, for guiding me, protecting me, and listening to act upon my feelings. And then it says to help you express your emotions with love. So I'm going to say that what you need to do is, from your overall cards, is trust yourself. Is learn to trust yourself and learn to listen to your insides. So, Dan, let's see what we get for you. For these are Archangel Michael cards. Now, Archangel Michael is usually, he is usually people talk to him about him, and he comes across as blue. Blue in color, having the blue robe, and also having a shield and a sword. Um, he is also with the kind of like fiery element, and Archangel Michael translates, when you do go back through the Hebrew and all of that, he actually translates into he who is like God. Okay, so he is a huge angel, normally in charge of the heart chakra, and he is one that I use often in my life. I use him. So the angels represent certain, what do we call it, directions. Now, I'm not sure what the directions exactly are, or if I use them the right way, but I know that I have always put Archangel Michael here. So I always ask for the angels to come down. So it's always Michael, Uriel, Raphael's in the back, and Gabriel is always on my left. Okay, so I stand them in front of me. Michael, Uriel, Raphael's in the back, Gabriel's side. I say Gabriel. It's a female for me. And that angel can transform genders in a sense. Angels don't really they're not really gender things, but that one does. Michael tends to be more male, so does Raphael. Okay, I do that in front of my house, and my car, and my kids, and me. Set them in front of me and ask for protection. Okay. The theory is that angels can't help you unless you ask for them to intervene. So you want to ask for them to intervene. And Michael is the one that tends to be for the heart chakra. Raphael tends to be for the throat chakra and for creating what you want, getting rid of fears. But he's also for the healing. Okay, so Deanne, let's ask your energy, your soul, to give me 3 cards for a message that you need to hear tonight. Okay, so I'm just shuffling them, and then I just kind of basically feel into like, when do I stop? Does it feel good? So you ready? Okay, so let's pick 3 for you, and we'll see. Suppose I should stop humming, right? Okay. So Darcy, did that, the last card, did that match with you too? All right, let's see, Deanne. Okay, so let's see what you got. Decide to be happy now is the first one that you got. And this has to do with not projecting into the future and staying with the now. So as you guys know, I've talked about how in our thoughts we tend to waste our time in the past with regret or in the future with fear. So being here right now is actually where we want to be. We waste 90% of our life in the past or in the future, and we miss right now. We miss what's happening right now. So this card is one that says, pull yourself back to right now. Try to experience right now. It's kind of like the same. My mother used to always say, smell the roses type thing. And it says, thank you for helping me open my heart and happiness and eyes to the joy and the bliss. I am now willing to see all the goodnesses in life. And it says goodnesses. All right. Okay, this one is interesting for you. It says you created the situation and you have the power to change it. So I'm not sure how that applies to you, but it's so hard to do this with the camera backwards. You have created the situation and you have the power to change it. This one goes off of the karmic law, the energetic law, that what we put out, we get back. What we think about comes back to us. What we focus on, we actually manifest into physical form. The more we focus on something, it manifests into physical form. So, like, how do I explain this? Everything in this planet that has ever been created was first a thought. Somebody thought it first before they made it. Somebody thought it first. Somebody thought, I would like to move faster. So they created the wheel. Somebody thought, I want to go even faster. So we created a car. I want to make a noise. So they created a drum. They thought it first and then it was created. So whatever it is that you have going on, it's part of that is that it's the energetic part that we kind of helped create what's ever going on. And if you could create it, you can uncreate it. So like I said, I'm not sure how this applies to your life right now. I have a feeling that it applies a little bit though. Let me see what it. Thank you for letting me lean on your strength. So this says here, thank you for letting me lean on your strength and reminding me of your personal power. Please guide me to manifest and heal according, creating peace and bliss for myself and everyone involved. So that was yours. And then this one is just a shield of protection. So you must be wanting to, says shield yourself, but it's not a shield yourself in being scared. This one is a shield yourself in that, like you want to protect your family. You want to protect your kids. You want to protect them and love them. It's more of that. So it's asking angels, guides, God, Jesus, your creator, your spirits to come in and help you uh, manifest and create more of the life that you want and the protection that you want, um, and even the changes that you want. So I don't know if that fits for you, Deanne, but that is what came up for you. So anybody else have any more questions? Anything else you guys want to know, you want to talk about today? And let me know. Um, I'm not sure. Uh, there. Let me move this. There we go. Okay. So yeah, that's these cards. I haven't used them yet, and they seem pretty good. I haven't studied them, but so far they seem to apply. They definitely applied with your situation, Candace, when we were on the video the first time. They definitely applied to that. So let me put that away. I was wanting to look at Andy does. Okay. He has a question, let me know. So we're talking about the chakras and the energy system of the body. The chakras are they're not individual. That's one thing that I want to let you know is they're all in a sense kind of linked. So the way that I see chakras, so some people see them, you've seen those pictures where they're just like these circles, and you got one down here and one on your belly and one on your heart and one on your, just these circles. But that's not how I see them. When I go into a chakra, when I'm working with a chakra, it's not really how I see them. They're actually, well, they are like a wheel, they're like a circle, but they kind of, so if you imagine your third eye, the energy kind of comes out and it loops into the next one. So it's not necessarily just this circle projection that just projects out this circle. They're all interlinked. So the throat chakra would link to the heart chakra, and and so forth. So that is another reason why it's important to try to balance them all. You can work on just one or the other at a particular time, and I have done that. Um, I have worked on, yeah, I got a sense of that, Deanne, that it just kind of felt like this was kind of really applying to you, um, a little bit, yeah. So his path for his career. Now, these cards, Andy, are not ones that necessarily answer path. I can try. These ones seem more for, like Darcy, you have the regular Rider Waite. That would be one that would do this. I think you have a couple other decks that might do it. I can try to see what I get, Andy, from these. Um, I'm not sure. We'll see what they say. But Deanne, yeah, I don't haven't talked to you in a little bit, but I just kind of felt like that really kind of fit with you a little bit there. So anyways, I know I get distracted, but I'm wanting to give you guys so much information, and it's sometimes what happens is I just get excited and I just want to give it all to you, and I want to tell you everything and teach you everything. But So when it comes to the chakras, okay, this is vital energy, life force, vital life energy. It's prana, it's ki, it's chi, it is the reason we are actually alive. Everything has an energy to it. And when there is certain areas out, I will focus on one chakra, okay? When I go to do psychic parties, psychic readings, I didn't do that tonight, but like I said, I've been doing this so long that I can just turn on my third eye. I can just turn it on. I can just link in to God. I just link into him. But I do put on a third eye meditation, and I do run through my own meditation that I've been doing for 20 years. I do run through that. Few months back, I had a really bad, like, UTI, bladder, kidney kind of infection thing going on. And so I did a lot of meditations on the root chakra and the sacral chakra. Okay. So you can, if you're having specific issues, just work on one. But I do suggest that at some point you work on all of them. We want it to be in a line. We want them all flowing, all open, all working. And it's not that they're completely shut down, because if they're completely shut down, you wouldn't be alive, right? But they do get blocked and they do have issues. So the idea is that energy follows matter, or matter, energy follows. So that the, the energy goes in, right? And then when we put stuff in the way, it blocks the energy flow. So energy goes in, and then I get my feelings hurt. Oh, that's a block. Energy goes in, somebody calls me, and that's a block. Energy goes in, and um, somebody stabs me in the back or steals from me, or whatever. Traumas happen. So the energy goes in, and these traumas happen. Oh, stop. Okay. So that's how a chakra or your energy system gets blocked, is we have things that happen. Yeah. Well, we'll see. I'll ask the cards. So we're going to ask Andy to that. We're going to pick 3 cards for him, and he's going to guide us to pick the ones that are for him. And we'll do a 3-card pull. So when you have these traumas in your lives, when you have illness, when you lose a job, when somebody yells at you, when these are the things that block the energy flow to these chakras. And the idea in not just Japanese, but Chinese and many India traditions as well, is that's what our illnesses are from, is these blockages in energy. Okay. All right, Andy, so we're going to pick 3. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm going to pick 3 here. This one. Andy, I'm gonna I'm laughing because I think Andy, does he have a hard time making decisions? Okay. So your first one says, go forward fearlessly. So what I'm going to assume that this one is about is that you have a tremendous amount of fear, and that's actually holding you back. Yeah, because I'm like trying to pick a card, and I'm getting like, well, I don't, it, I'm having a hard time making a decision here. Yeah. So, yeah. So go forward fearlessly. This card here, I am going to say that whatever you do pick, you need to remove the fear. You need to stop being afraid, and you need to actually just go for it, and because the fear is actually holding you back. The fear of um, is it the right place? Is it the right thing? Is it the right job? Is it the right field? Is it the right? All of that is just that in itself is holding you back. That if you would just go and just do it, the energy would be behind you on that one more than it is now. So let's see. This one again, these are for Archangel Michael to bring him into your life. And angels are energy beings that are very close to God and do his work. But again, you have to ask them. And it says, thank you for walking with me and holding my hand, giving me confidence and courage, guiding my thoughts and actions, and my true life's purpose. So for Andy, I'm going to say that with this one, it's about shutting off the critic in your head as well, and not having so much fear and not worrying so much if it is the right path. There is okay. This one here, energy healing work, is the one that you got. So that is going to suggest that we need to do some work on that area. So it needs to be some balancing out, like that you would not be balanced, or you're not balanced. Your energy needs to be balanced. Okay. And again, listening to yourself inside. Uh, it says connecting you to healers, teachers of energy and healing stuff, which is what your wife is doing into. It says thank you for connecting me with that. Andy, I'm going to say that your energy is off base and that you're kind of off base. You're not believing in yourself. You're really hard on yourself. And that's slowing you down more than anything, is not believing in your ability. It also says that there needs to be some balance. So something is out of balance in your life, not just your energy wise, but your life is out of balance. So it's like if we work too much. So if you want to look at life kind of like a pie, and I'm really bad at this, guys, so I know how it works, but you look at your life as a pie and you block off these sections in your life. So how much of your life is work, right? My life is probably 70% work, right? And then it's probably, I don't know, maybe 15% relaxation time. And then what's the other, 15%? I don't even know for me. So you want to kind of break it up like a pie chart where it's actually should be pretty equal, um, you know, more equal than what I feel like it is. Okay. Uh, and if you have your life like that, so this is where, like for me, I'm definitely working way too much. I have my regular job, and then I'm doing all this other stuff on the side, and then I have all my kids, and I'm taking care of all of them. So I'm definitely 70-80% work, very little play, and I know that. But I'm getting better at taking more time for myself, watching movies with my daughter. Her and I have been watching lots of movies together, maybe going to dinner, things like that. So you want to see if you can add in even that pie out, Andy. Okay. This one here, I think, is going to be, this is kind of a bigger one. And it's not going to mean just for right now. This one's going to be kind of long term. This one says, forgive yourself, you've done nothing wrong. Forgive yourself, you've done nothing wrong. Okay. That one I think is going to be a bigger one for you too. And I'm going to say, I'm not sure you're in the right field or path. something needs to be adjusted. So either it's not in the right field, or you need to be in a adjunct of that field, or off on the side of that. I don't know how to explain it. Off on the side of that field. Because something's out of balance. Because you've got this heal energy, and then you've got forgive yourself. So that tells me something's out. Something's out of place. Something's not right. Okay. Forgiving yourself means that you are exactly where you need to be right now in your life. Why? Because there's no such thing as technically wrong or bad or failure in God's eyes. It's all a journey. It's all a process. It's all a learning process. He actually doesn't, it's not that he wants bad for us, and that's not that he doesn't care that we grow. He does want us to grow. He does want us to learn. He does want us to heal. But he's all forgiving, and he knows where you are on the process, and he's okay with where you are. It's okay. As long as you continue to try, he's okay with where you are on the trail, on the path. He's okay. So I think there's a lot of you beating up yourself that we need to let yourself off the hook. You need to stop beating up yourself. Okay? It sounds like beating up yourself too. So, not sure. I have a feeling that that resonates, but I'm going to say I'm not sure that fully resonates, but I really think it does. Um, Basically, Andy, you got to quit beating up on yourself. You got to quit being mean. So when we get to the other side, we've been taught in this society that we need to achieve. And in essence, because of the way our society is built, we do need to achieve, because the way that this society is created, you need a house, you need a car, you need food, and nobody's giving it to you for free. You need to achieve in this world, in this society, the way it's created. You do. And I mean, I wish I could say that it was different, but it's not. It is. You do need these things. And we have created this world of competition and of, am I good enough? Right? But in reality, so we do need those things, right? You need a house, you need a car, you need food, you need to pay your rent, you need to pay a consumer bill. That is a thing. It is a thing. And I wish that we could get rid of that and live in utopia, but we don't. But what I can tell you is, from listening to hundreds and hundreds of NDEs, near-death experiences, is that God don't care. He does not care if you got a house. He does not care what kind of car you got. He does not care if you went to school. He doesn't care what kind of degree you got. He don't care. The only things he cares about is, were you kind? Were you nice? Were you loving? Did you say hi? Did you give a hug? Did you help somebody out? Did you heal from your lessons? Did you move forward? Did you become more forgiving, more loving, more spiritual? That's it. He don't care about all those material things. He, honest to God, does not care about those. There's a lady that had an NDE story, and she said she died and she went to the other side. And they all, almost all of these stories are exactly the same. I listened to hundreds of them after my mom died. And she said she got to the other side, and you do have a life review when you get to the other side. But it's not what we think it is. We think that we're going to have a life review and we're going to get in trouble. We're not going to get in trouble. And God doesn't judge us. We judge us. We judge us based off of, how well did we do on this journey? Did we accomplish the goal we set out to achieve? Did I learn to love myself? Did I learn to love animals? Did I learn to have unconditional love? Did I learn to forgive? What goal did I set, and did I learn it? We judge ourselves based off of how well we did, according to what we came here to learn. So she has this life review, right? And we all think this life review is like, okay, that's it. We're going to go to hell or we're not. But it's really not. That's not what it is. And she sees and she's like, oh, I went to college and I went to school and I got a house and I got married and look at, I had a car and oh yeah, I had a really good life. I did all these things. And God says, okay, now I want you, and I don't remember which lady this was on because I've listened to so many of them. And God says, now I want you to put these glasses on. She says she looks down and there's a pair of glasses there. She said they looked like they were as big as a school bus. We're never going to fit her face. She picked them up and she put them on. He says, now I want you to look through my eyes. And did the life review again. The only things that God seen was the times that she held the door open for somebody, she gave a hug, she smiled at somebody, said hi to somebody. That's the only things he sees. When did you share and spread love and create forgiveness? That's it. So, am I telling you to sit on your couch and only eat potato chips and do nothing? Back in the day, we would call it eating bonbons. There was the little ice cream things. That's what people called it. Sitting on the couch watching soap operas eating bonbons. But, no, I'm not telling you to do nothing. But what I am telling you is if you're putting that much stress on yourself on if I'm going to be accomplished and achievable and all of that, that's not what God's looking for. And you are exactly where you need to be with the knowledge that you have and with the choices that you've made so far. You're exactly where you need to be. There's nowhere else you need to be right now. You're not supposed to be farther ahead than you are. You are exactly perfectly where you're supposed to be right now. So leave yourself alone, forgive yourself, and just take one step forward each day. One step forward. Okay? Does this make sense to everybody? So, this has been fun, but I am 100%, I have got to figure this out. I really want to be able to see you guys and interact with you live instead of me just talking to you through these videos. I really want to do that. It's so much more fun. Candace and I jumped on a room for a couple minutes, and it was way more fun to me than doing this. So, I 100% got to figure that out this week. So you guys are so welcome. Um, and I will have this video in the group if you want to re-listen to it. I'm also going to put it on Facebook or not Facebook, YouTube. I'm going to put it on YouTube, even though it's not the most teaching one. Like we didn't just straight teach. We did some card reading in there, but that's fun. It's okay to have fun once in a while, right? All right. Everybody have a good night. We'll talk to you.